Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking all about fragrance and I have a bit of a mix here. We're gonna do a handful of first impressions. I'm gonna share my updated thoughts on new releases. And then at the end, just for good measure, I'm gonna tell you about the fragrance from my wish list that I recently added to my collection. It's not new, but I am fully addicted. We're gonna start with the latest fragrance to end up on my doorstep. I didn't even know this was coming, but it turned up. This is the new Ellis Brooklyn Island Sirena. This is the latest addition to their tropical fragrance family. So they included a little rollerball set or travel spray of Miami Nectar and Guava Granita, which are basically polar opposites to me. Miami Nectar is perfection. I love that fragrance. It's fresh, pineapple, juicy, fruity, feels like realistic Miami afternoon, just walking down Ocean Drive. Guava Granita, on the other hand, feels a little bit too AI generated in my opinion. As much as I want to love this fragrance, I feel like I should love it. There is some note somewhere in this fragrance that really turns me off and doesn't do it for me. I know a lot of people really love Guava Granita and I love that for you, but this was a total miss for me. I for one am so happy Ellis went back to the kitchen to cook up something new, fresh, and tropical again for summer this year. Isla Serena Eau de Parfum has key notes of blue java banana, creamy papaya, sea salt, lime, coconut water, vanilla orchid, ginger flower, vetiver, brown sugar, and teakwood. And this is a hot new exclusive because it's going to be exclusive to Sephora. It launches March 11th in the app and then March 12th on Sephora.com and Sephora stores in EllisBrooklyn.com. This is definitely a mermaid fragrance, and I must say I had to break into this bottle yesterday as soon as it arrived. So I did try this on the skin, but I actually think it's better because we have thoughts. Initial smell is wow, this is very much giving banana, but in a really beautiful, yummy, delicious, tropical, desert island, truly mermaid type of way, not computer generated by a scientist in a lab coat somewhere like Guava Granita. Gorgeous. To me, this is what Guava Granita was supposed to be. This to me smells right on trend. It's very lush, tropical, very lush life, Zara Larsson summer, colorful, playful, like dancing all night with your girlfriends at a tiki bar on vacation somewhere. As it dries down, it does become a little syrupy sweet, which makes sense now that I've read the notes because I did not look at this yesterday. In the dry down is brown sugar, and that syrupy brown sugar note, I don't hate it, but I really don't love it. I feel like it almost detracts from the fragrance. Like it was so, feels unnecessary. It's almost perfect, but then I feel like they were trying to cater to the gourmand lovers that have just taken over the fragrance community. So they threw in brown sugar as a base note to keep the sweet fragrance lovers happy. And it just throws the balance off a little bit in my opinion. It doesn't make it bad. I still really like this fragrance and I really like it on the skin, especially once it dries down after a while. But initial dry down, there's that syrupy sweetness that I don't really love. The saving grace for this fragrance is that it's mixed with so many other incredible smelling notes. So overall, I really enjoy this fragrance. I would say this is in between Miami Nectar and Guava Granita. I'm not sure it's going to overtake or overthrow Miami Nectar, but I really enjoy this and I will definitely be wearing it. If you like the idea of a banana fragrance, but you don't like the scent of that banana runt candy, I would highly recommend checking out Isla Serena. A few weeks ago, Burberry sent over their new Burberry Her Parfum with cherry, but after watching a few quick reviews online, this fragrance needs to hire a crisis PR management team expeditiously. I think this could end up being the underdog of the year. She's not getting nearly the amount of love she deserves, but honestly, I understand why. This fragrance should be the poster child for why first impressions don't really do a fragrance justice. Key notes include cherry, amber accord, and vanilla absolute. This is obviously not a true first impression either, but I can tell you the first time I smelled this fragrance, it was whoa. Ooh, why did they do that? That cherry note is so sharp, it's so aggressive, very medicinal, and obviously bad. You almost think to yourself, now why would they put that note in this fragrance? But almost immediately, that harsh cherry note starts to soften on the skin. I'm so happy I didn't give up on this fragrance and I sprayed it on my skin right away to test it out. because once it dries down, and you only have to give it a minute or two, it is so beautiful. It's powdery, it's a little cherry, it's very fruity, feminine. I can't get over this fragrance. I keep wearing this fragrance. I've really enjoyed wearing it. My husband loves this fragrance. I was actually comparing a few new launches and I let him smell my arm, and even he agreed that this fragrance was the best. It's stunning. And as much as I can tell that it is part of the Burberry Her family, I think it's different enough from the original Burberry Her that it wouldn't feel too repetitive to have both in your collection. You certainly don't need both. But if you already have Burberry Her, I feel like the Burberry Her Parfum is very different. It has really nice longevity, one of the better flankers I've tried recently, and as much as I love this fragrance, I totally understand why someone would think they don't like it right away, especially if you're just smelling it for the first time on the blotter card. If you spritz and go straight to the nose, all you're going to get is that harsh cherry note, which does not last at all on the skin. If you love Burberry Her, if you love Burberry Her Elixir, I highly recommend checking out the Parfum. And if you've tried it, but you think you hate it, you have to try it on the skin. I will not accept any Burberry Her Parfum slander. If you have not worn this on the skin, tested it all day long, give it a second chance. I think it is well worth it. This is one of my favorite fragrance launches of the year, and I honestly have continued to grab this fragrance ever since I tried it for the first time. Now, this is a very exciting new fragrance launch that I have not tried yet. This was sent over from Maison Margiela Replica. It's their new Chasing Sunsets fragrance. This is described as a tropical fruity fragrance with juicy mango, cardamom, and sandalwood, inspired by Brazilian beaches and music, think bossa nova, endless horizons, and vibrant fruity beachy notes. I love mango, I love sandalwood, I like cardamom, so I'm excited for this one. Ooh. Yes, this is gorgeous. Sunshine. This really does smell like the beach. It's incredible. Wow, it is so juicy. Oh, that is really, really nice right away. The mango is so pretty. Very solar, white flower, mango on the beach. Replica knows how to do fruity notes very well because it still smells somewhat natural, like a fresh, real mango. But as it's drying down, the mango is disappearing. I'm getting solar flower, a little sandalwood. Very pretty. It's not too sweet. It's not too fruity. The perfect summery daytime fragrance. I love it. Somehow they managed to create a tropical mango fragrance that smells elevated and doesn't smell super generic or too trendy. It smells really beautiful. It almost smells a little citrusy, but in such a nice way. It's fresh. It's like being outdoors. Now this, I am really excited to test on my skin. I still have other fragrances here and I'm wearing a few fragrances right now, so I'll probably wait until tomorrow, but initial thoughts is this is really, really nice. This has potential to be my favorite Replica fragrance. Here we have another new launch from Nest New York. The strawberry trend in fragrance isn't going anywhere anytime soon. The 7 Virtues just launched Strawberry Jam. Haven't had a chance to try that one yet. And I haven't smelled this yet either. This is Santa Barbara Strawberry. Inside the box, they included Madagascar Vanilla Body Mist and Watermelon Peony Perfume Oil. So I imagine the fragrance would layer really nicely with those two products as well. This fragrance is described as a stroll through Santa Barbara's sun-kissed strawberry fields. It has keynotes of strawberry, dewy pink peony, and solar woods. For as popular as strawberry has become as a note, I'm not sure there's one fragrance that comes to mind where I think, yeah, that is strawberry done really well. Most of the time, it's kind of the opposite, so I'm curious. I really enjoy Nest fragrances, so let's see. Oh, okay, I really like that right away. It's sharp, it's tart. Ooh, it has a zing to it. This really awakens the senses. It almost smells like grape, like powdered grape. You know, like juice mix, the powdery stuff, or like that Fun Dip powder. It's kind of, I don't want to say sour, but it's a little bit tart and sweet. Oof. Interesting. This is so unexpected. It's a little bit weird. Yeah, it's so bright and so intense right away. Definitely does not smell like real natural strawberry. It's giving artificial fruit gummies, and yet I still really like it because it's just sort of like scratching a nostalgic itch in my brain. I think this instantly brings me back to childhood eating like Welch's fruit snacks. Not at all what I expected, but maybe once it dries down and we get more of the woods, it will sort of balance out a little bit. I actually like it. As it's drying down, I'm really enjoying this fragrance. I really like peony. The berry note is definitely on the softer side now. It's playful, it's sort of fun. I could see this being a really easy breezy, throw it on, casual daytime fragrance. Very spring, summer, very happy go lucky, youthful, joyful, like a sunny day in California. The longer it dries down on the blotter card, the nicer it's getting. It's so pretty once you give it a minute. Initially, it's not that it's bad, it's just very like, whoa. Fizzy grape candy right away. You have to give it a minute. I think I could see myself really liking this fragrance. For a casual, fruity floral fragrance, I think this definitely has potential. Would I put it up there with some of my favorite elegant, princessy fragrances? Absolutely not. Fun-loving, fruit splash, fruit snacks type of fragrance, something that you're just gonna spritz on and then run your errands for the day. I'm really interested in this. I'm intrigued by it. Now, this is definitely one of the most unique, interesting new fragrance launches. It's the new launch from Noyz. It's Milk de Parfum, a fine fragrance milk. So it's not actually a fragrance that you spray. It's almost like a silky, creamy body milk. I don't even know how else to describe it. It's supposed to have 15 times the scent power of a body lotion and deliver 12 hours of all-day wear. Here this entire time I thought the fragrance was Milk de Parfum, but that's just the ancillary name. Only Human is the name of the fragrance, and I actually have this in the traditional Eau de Parfum mist. This was one of my favorite fragrance launches from last year. The keynotes include pink pepper, Italian bergamot, water lily, bamboo, vanilla bean, ambroxan, and cedarwood. And I think I remember telling you it almost reminds me a little bit of Baccarat. Not a dupe, and maybe it's just the ambroxan. I don't know where to put this. I've tried so many fragrances today. Oh, ooh, have to remove the seal. That would help. It's similar to a Baccarat or a Baccarat style fragrance, but not a dupe, not trying to be Baccarat. It smells like its own fragrance, but it's very pretty. I think if you like Baccarat, you'll appreciate Only Human. Oh, that's so pretty. The vanilla is so nice. It's lighter than I thought. I mean, it claims to be 14 times, 15 times stronger than a body lotion, but it's very subtle, which I'm not upset about. It's addicting. This fragrance is so warm and cozy. I like the fact that it's not too strong when you first apply it, and maybe it just lasts very long throughout the day. It's incredible. If you like vanilla fragrances, I would definitely recommend Only Human. I will let you know what I think of this Milk de Parfum. I know so many other places other than Miami are experiencing snow and cold weather still, so right now you might still be reaching for your warm, cozy fragrances that make you feel like you're bundled up in your favorite sweater with a vanilla latte. It's already so hot and sunny outside. I'm sort of thinking about spring, summer is on the brain, so I'm not sure if I'm really going to be reaching for this right now, but it is light enough. It smells like the perfect vanilla base. So pretty and addicting. It's almost mouth-watering how addicting this fragrance is. Only Human is amazing from Noyz. And finally, we have some new fragrances here from Gucci. This is the Alchemist in the Garden collection, Lignum Idealis, and Ylang Ambrato. I immediately unboxed these as soon as they landed on my doorstep, and I've had a chance to wear them a few times now. Of the two new fragrances, my favorite is Ylang Ambrato, and I think this is actually my favorite of the entire Alchemist in the Garden collection. Described as a solar, hypnotic, ambery floral blend that transitions effortlessly from day to night, keynotes include Tonka Bean Absolute and Ylang Ylang Heart, Cistus Absolute, Tobacco Accord. When I saw the name Ylang Imbrato and I saw it had Ylang Ylang in it, I was so pumped and excited for this fragrance. A solar ambery fragrance sounds so interesting and really perfect for me. As much as I love this fragrance and it's my favorite, to me this is very unexpected. Like, it does not smell the way it's described. It's beautiful, but I get so much tonka bean. So much tonka bean, and almost reminds me of BDK Rouge Smoking in the red bottle. That is what comes to mind. Now, I have not smelled them back to back, so maybe I'm totally off, and immediately that's what my nose thought of. I get tonka bean. I definitely get an ambery, like almost smoky cherry cola type of scent. Not Ylang Ylang at all, but I love it. It's interesting, it's unique, it smells incredible. I love tonka bean, so it has that sort of addicting, kind of sensual evening quality. To me, this leans more evening than transition day to night. I also feel like it is unisex, but maybe leans a little bit feminine. This is the style of fragrance that I would wear out for a date night. Getting really dressed up would have been a great Valentine's Day, a romantic date sort of occasion. Lignum Idealis is a woody, spicy fragrance with keynotes of giant sequoia, sandalwood, and juniper berry essence. I have never had the desire to smell like a great sequoia, but if I ever wanted to, I would wear this fragrance. I will gift this to my husband. I think he would really appreciate it. The juniper berry is really nice. It almost smells like a gin and tonic. You know, it has that juniper, a little bit like mintiness. If you close your eyes and use your imagination, you will picture yourself dropped in the middle of a very serene forest. A very chic, Gucci-fied forest, but woody nonetheless. Spicy, woody. Not for me, but still very lovely. And now I wanted to take a moment to share some updates with you. Somebody had commented on my last first impressions video that first impression reviews aren't really that helpful because you really have to wear the fragrance on your skin, and it's absolutely true. I love doing unboxings and first impressions videos because it's just sort of fun to see what you initially think the first time you smell a fragrance, but they are absolutely correct. You have to wear the fragrance on your skin. You want to date a fragrance for a while before you decide to buy it. They are for entertainment purposes only. I will say that in my experience, a first impressions lets me know what fragrances I would like to continue to try, what I actually want to try on my skin. Most of the time, there might be a few exceptions. If I try a fragrance initially and I don't like it, I'm not going to suddenly like it later on. So it helps me kind of weed out the fragrances that are definitely not my style. And then of the fragrances that I enjoy with the first impression, those are the ones I will continue to wear, continue to test. So this is my follow-up review on Clean Reserve Caramel Swirl and Givenchy Irresistible Nectar. Both of these are new launches this year. Clean Reserve Caramel Swirl reminds me of candy salad. You know those candy salad videos on TikTok where you go around the room and everybody just piles in their own sweet candy? That's kind of like this fragrance. They threw in so many sweet notes, and I think they were clearly fishing for the gourmand lover, the people who are really into marshmallow swirl, buttercream frosting style notes. And it's nice, definitely not my style. When it dries down on the skin, I don't fall in love with it, and it actually turns a little bit sour on me. It's not bad. I don't hate it. I can see why a lot of people will probably enjoy this fragrance. I could see people getting compliments on this fragrance because it just smells sweet. It smells like candy. It's not very complex. I wouldn't consider this to be particularly elegant or elevated, so it's not a fragrance that I'm ever going to grab. Even from Clean Reserve, I personally prefer Sparkling Sugar over Caramel Swirl. I think it's a little bit more refined. This just smells too sticky sweet for me personally. Irresistible Nectar from Givenchy, on the other hand, also incredibly sweet, has a pistachio note. This is one that I really enjoy on my skin and I can see myself wearing regularly. It has a very powdery, musky pistachio dry down. I still think between the two, I probably prefer the original Irresistible. Is just so good. But this Irresistible Nectar is very, very beautiful. Once you've worn it on the skin for a few hours, smells lovely. I would wear this out and about. The fragrance I am actually most excited about wearing at the moment is not a new launch whatsoever. I discovered this fragrance a couple months ago. I think it was maybe around September last year. I visited the Memo Paris counter. I was sniffing around and I tried Inlay. This fragrance was love at first sniff. This and Tamarindo, I went back and forth between the two. I had a sample of Inlay. I kept wearing it, finally finished the sample, and the brand was so generous and sent this full-size bottle over complimentary. I am so happy to add this to my collection. Had they not sent this to me, I would have absolutely ran to the store and purchased this myself. This is full bottle worthy, in my opinion. Keynotes of cardamom essence, bergamot essence, tea accord, neroli essence, osmanthus absolute, fig accord, jasmine sambac absolute, musk, cedarwood essence, violet accord, and mate absolute. This fragrance absolutely fits the scent profile I've been leaning towards lately. Soft, natural, very peaceful, and serene. It's a very soft and delicate tea fragrance, also floral, and it's almost bridal. It's a little sweet, maybe a hint of citrus and tea. The jasmine is so beautiful in Inlay. It just transports you to a fabulous vacation somewhere. This is how I want to smell. This is just perfection in a bottle. I cannot get over this fragrance. It's so elegant, it smells expensive and refined. It's a little bit sweet, but it's not too sweet. It's not candied, it's not gourmand, it's not overly floral either. The combination is unlike any other fragrance I've tried. This smells very different in my opinion. And I love wearing it. There aren't a lot of floral fragrances that I find as addicting as this, where it just sort of draws you in and you want to keep smelling it, It smells so good. And because this isn't a new launch, it's not super trendy. It's not just trying to capture all of the, TikTok trends or whatever is hot for the day, for the second. This is a fragrance with longevity. It smells timeless. It smells classic. It smells classy. Honestly, just perfect. This is signature scent worthy. I obviously have a huge collection of fragrances, but if I had to, get rid of all of them and, only pick a few fragrances that I could wear consistently for months and years at a time, this is that style of fragrance where I could wear this every day and not get sick of it. It smells the way I want to smell. I'm going to be sharing all of my favorite spring fragrances soon, and this will absolutely be top of the list. I am so happy to have it now in my collection. It's incredible. If you have not tried Inlay yet, definitely get your nose on this.